Welcome to my modern studio of modern contemporariness. This is Hybridsteel, and today we are building two PCs. Now, I'm going to have to build one straight away, so I'm going to get it done in next day delivery, and the other one I'm just going to, when we've built one, I'm going to order the other parts, and then we're going to have that one built as well, but that'll be on the previous day, so we can do everything all in as we would normally. So it's all good. We're looking at a massive payday as well, so this is going to be a good time. First off, let's get into do with this one. Hi, are you available for a job? I actually need a new computer if that's possible. I am hyped to finally play Yeehaw Rootin' Tootin' Doo. I've got to have this PC done by the 12th of the 6th, 2022. I think sob emoji stickers would look cool on the PC. Can you do that? I could also do with flip side on this PC. Can you handle that, please? My man, Nut Dev. Yes, you can. You can definitely have that. So what we've got to do is, first off, we've got to bring up Will It Run. We'll go down to Yeehaw Rootin' Tootin' 2 and go to pretty much, recommended specs. There we go. Recommended specs. That's what we need. We need 12 gig of RAM. We need 8 gig of VRAM. It has to be a GeForce RTX 2080 and a Ryzen 7 8-core 3080. I like this because it actually tells me everything I need straight off the bat, and it's all good. So first off, let's go with a processor. So we need a Ryzen. We need a 3800X. 3800X. Ta-da! And then we're going to add that to the build. Oh, good. All right, cool, done. CPU cooling. I'm going to go with a radiator I like the idea of having a radiator, especially for this one. Well, liquid, cooling. It's just cooling. That's all it is. We're just going to stick like fluffy bits on it and be good. Now I'm going to go with the one single. We're going to put the one single on this because it's going to be the back fan. It's not going to be anything over the top. It's just going to be at the back, and it's going to be all good. Motherboards, we definitely need something that's going to add a bit more characteristic, a little bit more flow to it as well. So I'm thinking Asus ROG, one of these. That looks pretty nice actually, and that is AM4, so we're all good there. And it allows up to 3600 megahertz of RAM as well, so we're all good. Brilliant. So we've got 3 items, and only 600 quid done. Memory. So we can go up to 3,600. I'm going to be honest, I'm probably just going to go with the two sticks of 8 and be happy with that. Adata, fantastic, brilliant. Graphics card has to be a 2080. So 2080. There we go. Oh yeah, the Ventus. Let's chuck that in as well. Storage. Now he only needs like a small amount of storage going by this, so we only need 150 gig. And I don't think that's enough. So I'm gonna set this guy up. He's gonna have a 3 terabyte storage hard drive, and he's gonna have a 480 gigabyte M2 drive, which is mainly just for booting and programs and so on and so forth. Then we're gonna bring up the 850 watt power supply just because we can. It's gonna have RGB, but I want it to sort of like shine. And I think Leanne and Lee are gonna be doing this again. I think we're gonna be setting with these guys. Fantastic. So we've got all our power-ups as well, because I had so much money. It was like, screw it, I'm going to spend all this money. It's cool. So if I get all this, have we got everything? We've got processor, motherboard, cooler, fans. Yep. I mean, if the worst comes to the worst, I'm going to forget something, I'll get it delivered for tomorrow. It's all good. So we'll accept that build, and we'll go to the whiteboard, and we'll pull his name, Nut Dev, chuck it on this Descamanimus over here, and then let's go out here and pick up the parts. Oh, there it is. And, yep, there we go. Right. Let's pop this up on the desk. Gonna take off all the panels because I never know where I'm gonna put things. Take off the fans as well because we definitely don't need those. Got to take off the vent off the front, and now we can take off the crappy fan from the front as well. Brilliant. All right, cool. Next, install. We definitely need to install the motherboard to start with. This is the beating heart of the entire build. It looks so nice. I actually want this motherboard just because it looks pretty. Next, we're going to go with our CPU processor. Chuck that on there. Lock that bad boy down. And then we're going to stick our tool on there, our thermal paste, and we're just going to draw a big funny circle and be hopefully that's enough. It's all good. Next, we need our cooler. So, as I said, I'm going to pop this in the back. It has to go on the front. It's a big I forgot. This is 140 mil. Oh, I bought the wrong one, but it's fine. Downside, it needs a nice little bit. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I mean, it is bloody massive. Okay, memory. We need channels 1 and 3 clear. 1 and 3, yeah. And there we go, fan bloody tastic. Right, now as we're doing a 2080, we get rid of 2 of these little things. Have I got enough space to put an NVMe in? There's our NVMe slot. Fantastic. Put this in here. Oh yeah. Now we'll put the heatsink down. Brilliant. And then we'll put the graphics card in. See? It's all good. Storage. Gonna put the old massive hard drive in. Can we not put... I think we have to put the... Yeah, we have to take the back panel off. Take the back panel off. All good. Now we'll put the hard drive in. Storage device in. Power supply goes in now. I think that's pretty much everything. Downside is I didn't really want all these cables. I wanted to make the cables sort of look a little bit more sort of... Yeah. I wanted to make them look a bit more like cozier with the case. Also think about the RGB. Make sure that's going to sort of like bring out the flavor of the case as well. We should be all right. Awesome sauce. All right, cool. So I'm going to leave that one there because that's pretty much everything. Let's go with all. Did I forget to put... Oh, I did forget to put case fans in. Well, you know, these things do happen. Case fan. I only bought 2. I swear I ordered 3. Maybe we can only have 2 because I overcompensated by buying a massive power supply. Or not a power supply, a radiator. Cooler thing. Liquid cooler. This thing. And we're all good. Alright. It's almost like I need another 120mm fan on the back just for giggles. So there we go. We'll pop that on. Gives it a bit more ventilation. Gets it a bit more everything. And I think... that's all of the spare parts out of my inventory apart from the spare fan. I'm going to sell that off. I don't care. Sell it. Right. Okay. So this PC, this next one we're going to be doing is we're going to bring this in and do it for the next day. Good evening. I am the great Count Vlad von Aklut. I am in the process of dragging my castle towards business into the 21st century. Would you believe I still use an abacus for my finances? I suppose Z is no I counting for taste. Yes, I'm afraid my sense of humor hasn't had the same bite ever since I switched to decaffeinated. But seriously, I've been trying to ditch the whole spooky vampire shtick. Oh sure, it was a hit 100 years ago, but now it's bad for business. Castles aren't exactly cheap to maintain, you know. It's this time for got to some of those fancy new computers for this place. Build me something special. I want a double GPU and 32 gigabytes of RAM. Just because I am old, that doesn't mean I am hoodwinked. But be sure it has minimal lighting. I cannot stand bright lights. Thanks in advance, Vlad. P.S. Do not accept gold as payment. Figured I should ask just in case. So, I'm dealing with Count Dracula. Brilliant. Okay, cool. So, we need to do a 32 gigabyte of RAM with 2 GPUs. And he only has 1,200 to spend. So this is going to be a little bit more of a tighter build. I'm going to be looking at potentially 580, 760, you know, the older style, and we're all going to be good. So we can accept that. This customer wants multiple GPUs in their PC. For this, you need to use a motherboard and graphics card. Yeah, I know. I need to use an SLI. I am fully aware. Let's take off his and put it down on this desk here. Right. Okay. So we've got to build a computer with 2 GPUs. Thankfully, it doesn't want to play any games. It's just literally 2 GPUs. So, all I've got to do is watch out for the money on this one. And so it doesn't have to be anything amazing. The first thing I really want to get into is buying GPUs. Because if I can get them done, we're all good. So, let's go to the bottom of the list. We need an SLIs. What was the first? Ah, there we are. Crossfires. So, we can use the RX 560s, which is good. That gives us 8 gig of RAM and it gives us a crossfire as well. So, that's good. Or we can use the, I got to be honest, I don't like them. 970s, and that would amount to just over 600 for both, well, just under 600 for both of those. What can we get for a couple of hundred? I think it's going to be these ones. I think these, the 970s, they're like, they'll be alright, won't they? It's all good. 530. So we got 700 quid to play with. So we need, we're going to need a processor first off. Let's think about sort of mid-tier PC. So I'm going to go... The reason why I go Ryzen all the time is because I'm a Ryzen person. I'm Team Red, if no one knew before. I think we're going to go with standard... the standard gaming machine. It's going to be the Ryzen 5 3600, which is only 175 quid. We're going to get ourselves a motherboard because we need something with AM4, but it doesn't have to be too swanky. So if we go for ascending, find the best sort of like nice board. A B450 Steel Legend, that's pretty good. And it can deal with crossfire and the RAM size isn't too bad on that. And it's only $90. Next, I want a cooler. I want a nice cooler. I want a decent cooler for this guy because you know in the winter he's gonna want to keep his castle cool during certain times. So I think and be quiet, make a good cooler. I think the Arctic freeze is going to be good. If we're looking at CFM on loan, this is 80. This is 100. These are good enough to keep this thing cool, and we're going to be all right. So we're done motherboard. We've got memory. So it needs to be cheap, but it needs to be good. So ascending, we'll look at. Let's go. We need at least 8 gig in one stick, at least. Here we are. This is where I like to be. So the Dominator RAM. This is 2400. Let's go with. Nope. 26, 28. It has to be at least 300. There we go. A data XP. This stuff's really good. So we'll take 2 of those. All good. Done the graphics cards. Go storage. As said, I'm going to keep. We're close to budget as well. That's the downside. Okay, I'm going to stick one of these in. It's only a 500 gig hard drive, but he's going to be all right with that. And a case. Now the case doesn't have to be anything amazing, but it just has to be good enough. So if we go ascending, it's going to be a cheapy, crappy one, but I mean deep cool make a half decent case and we're all good. And we've got 100 quid for fans as well. So we're going to get a couple of those in. If we just stick with black, like so there's no RGB, he'll be completely fine and it's all good. So 1,141 that comes with, that's 2 graphics cards, a Ryzen 5 3600 6 core, a B45M still, so that's all going to be, that's okay. Arctic freezer, 2 lots of RAM, a 500 gig hard drive and a case and a couple of fans as well. Get that all delivered in and we are popping, mate, and we are good. And I still keep within budget of the money that I have just dovered about in my bank account, so we're all right. Fantastic. I wonder if there's any like builds that we can just snag, and if there's anything easy we can just take the RAM out and carry on. There's one, we'll take that. Broken PC, Intel i7 9800X and Sheen GeForce GTX 970. But if you look at this, only one of the RAM sticks is broken. So if we take the RAM stick out that's broken, we're going to make money on that. It's going to cost me 1,125. I literally have just enough for this. I have $766 left. Cool. Now all I need to do is grab the PC. Take it over to the spare desk. Have a look at this. So one of these RAM sticks is broken, so it's number 4. So as you can see, we've got, hold on, we got 1, 2, 3, we got so much RAM. I mean, you could strip half this RAM out and just be okay. So it's stick number 2. So it should be, if I've got my calculations correct, which I probably don't, it's that one. Are you saying I can't take this out because it's got the radiator on it? Right, okay. I'm taking the top off. Okay, so that should be the broken one. I hope. Memory, that is the broken one. Oh, yeah. So flog that off. Stick the cooler back on because I really don't care. Stick the stuff back on the top. Dust filter goes on. Oh, actually, if we remove the cables first. I want to do a custom job on the cables just because I can. Right, there we go. Cables. Let's go with white. Just because it might. Oh, it's sort of grey, isn't it? That'll do. So this is a bit of a beast of a PC, really. So let's boot that up and see if it works. That's well flashed. So the actual profit on this is going to be pretty damn good. Right, we need to do a custom paint job quick. Just going to go with green. Make this horrible. It's going to be this like horrible monster green. Not a big fan of it, but you know, it's just one of those things. Do you want your PC to stand out and sell better? Make it bright and colourful. And there we go. One PC, stick around removed. Easy money, easy days. So I'm just going to call this easy cash. Actually, the main reason why I bought this is because we're getting a little bit low on funds. And when you're doing 2 PC builds and you literally have to do anything straight away, easy money. And then we'll be all good. So there you go. It's going to be $2,000 on sale price. Not too bad. We got a $100 reward because we're a 5-star shop. And we're going to be okay. Right, next day comes in. What we got to do is we got to put the rest of that PC back together. Then we've got a PC to build. We're all good. End day. Oh, happy days. Right, let's put this over here. Ugh. Let's get the case stripped down first. Like I said, case isn't going to be anything majorly special, but it's going to be good enough to get this done. Right, let's get all this put back in. So first off, motherboard. It's only a little motherboard, but it doesn't have to be anything special. It just had to be enough just for this customer. So it's like your standard gaming machine. A Ryzen 3600, a Ryzen 36, yeah, a Ryzen 5 3500, 3600. Okay, memory. So we have to take all 4 slots out because we've got to put a card in, and then we've got to put another card in, and then look at that, that's all good. Right, cool. Storage, putting this in as well, and then power. Oh, I knew I was going to forget something. Oh, that sucks. And this is the problem that I had. Right, okay, cool. I don't know how much I've spent on this computer so far. Right. Let's put everything in it first, and then we can work out if we can afford a power supply. Chuck it in, it's all good. Right, we are very, very close. I mean, we've got everything. I mean, case fans, we've spent a little bit on case fans, but thankfully not a lot. $1,141. Can I pick up a power supply that's going to run this machine for like $60? Because I don't know. Oh dear. Right, okay, ascending. $20. Oh yes. I wonder if 350. Nah, it's not gonna be enough, is it? We gotta try and cheapen the PC now. Oh, that's gonna suck. Okay, 650 watt power supply is $80. If we chuck that in, and it's gonna cost me. It's gonna cost me money, man. It's gonna cost me money. Right, done. Okay, install power supply. I think this might push us over a little bit. 1,000. Oh no. I've just read it again. He wants 32 gig of RAM. I need to do 32 gig of RAM for this computer, and it's like, this is so hard. Storage, graphics card. Now I'm finding myself in a bit of a bind. Right. So I bought this. This is the cheapest RAM I could build. I could have bought just 4 stocks of that. That's $400. Is that the stuff he wants? It does say just 32 gig. It's going to be same day. I've got 4 sticks of RAM. I'm going to bankrupt myself doing this. This is how bad it is for me now. I'm literally trying to find shortcuts on how to do stuff. Take these out. I can use these in builds later on. You know, it's not difficult. Okay, so we're at $1,421. The only way I can bring this down by $200 is to literally take the graphics cards out, change them for new ones. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, that's going to suck. And I thought I was being smart, man. I'm dumb. So 800. We need to buy 2 cheap SLI Crossfire graphics cards. 2 cheap ones. So if we go ascending. Okay, here we are. Less than $200 a piece. Has to be. So I think we're going to literally have to go with the RX 560's 4 gig. I think that's literally my only way I can do this. Well, these are less than 200. They haven't got Crossfire. This is literally the only one that has. So the only way we can do this is literally with these. Take both of those, $390. Same day delivery, which sucks. I know, I'm minus $300 now. I've done myself a proper wrong'un. Here we go then. Right, let's sling both of these in. Graphics cards. Say graphics cards. They're not graphics cards. They're tiny and horrible. I mean, it's got multiple graphics cards and it's only 1,181 quid. I think I'm doing all right. Because I haven't put the front case on. Right, let's do that now. Tools, USB. Oh, let's see if we can do this. How to screw yourself over by Hybridsteel. Basically, don't read the email properly, put in what you think is right, and then be $400 over budget, and then go $300 into your own money just to dig yourself out of a stupid hole. Okay, so his PC works. It's good. I'm just going to read the email again just to make sure we've done well. So this is for Vlad. I don't think he needs anything else. Oh, he wants minimal lighting. That's one I didn't do. I think in all honesty, there's no lighting in it. Let's have a look. Literally. If I turn off the lights, then the lights don't work. Then there's no lighting. It's all good. Right. I think we're all good there. I mean, it's got 32 gig of RAM, minimal lighting, under budget. Fantastic. Okay. What was the lux on this one? Okay, so this just needs to play Rootin' Tootin' 2. Also needs flip side on it as well. So what I need to do first off is I need to put the USB in the top or in the side or in the back or wherever it's going to go. Awesome. And then turn this bad boy on. Power's on. It might help if I actually plugged everything in, mightn't it? So we're going for a pure white build, apart from obviously the components. And there we go. And that actually looks alright. I like the dull red on a white computer. It actually looks nice. Like slightly cool, you know. Okay, so first off he wants flip side. Flip side. There we go. There's flip side. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the email and make sure we're all good. And he wants a sub sticker emoji. Alright, so we have to put all the casing back together. Let's do that then. Front panels. I'm hoping there wasn't a dust filter. There was a dust filter. I'm so useless today. Right. Front panel. Top panel. Awesome. I do like the Lianli fans. I think they're pretty nice. Alright, cool. Let's go and put a sob emoji on this. I don't like doing emojis. I think emojis are a pointless way of decorating things, but there you go. Sob. Is that sob? No, that's joy. That's, yeah. There you go. Sob emoji. A big fat, oh crap. Placing workshop delivery error done. Alright, cool. And now we can collect. So let's shut that down for the time. Go on email. Go to Count Vlad collect. Excellent. 5 stars. We like. And total price of 1,500. So that's good. We made profit of 300, which pulled me out the whole of the crap that I already built, which was good. Nice. Next is this one. A 5 stars, gone up a level, flipping brilliant. My friend really jealous of my new PC. Get in. Profit of $2,690. So the money that I lost now brings my account back up into the green because we didn't spend $5,470 on a PC. We built the PC that he's just good with, which means he's happy, content, and that lined my pockets with half the amount of money he was going to spend on his computer. This is how to be a con man, not PC building simulator, how to con customers out of all of their money. Oh yes, that is all good. Alright, cool. And we're alright. Okay, so we've just gone up a level, so we've got the Ryzen 2nd Gen 3rd Ripper. Alright, and we've unlocked the GTR RTX, the 2080 series, so we've got a few more graphics cards to play with. We're all good. Next milestone, level 14. Done. New parts, not too shabby, and apparently my count was overdrawn, but it doesn't really matter. And we've got some PC bits and pieces we can play with there. Now, I'm not sure about this. Great work on the PC so far. We're getting close now, and I've booked a band for the launcher and everything. Just one more thing. Can you adjust the RAM timings and make it go faster? I've never done it before, so I'll have to find out. I'll either put that one in a video or I won't. At the end of the day, I probably won't, and have fun with that. And last but not least, let's exit out of my thing, and there we go. My PC that I took one stick of RAM out and basically done. I got 86% back on, $885 in the back credit, all good. And there we go. 8,646. And this basically means that this PC I need to change. I need to build a brand new PC for the office. I think that's what's going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reject this one and this one for a day. I didn't want to do that. Well, there we go. I'll be doing that in my spare time, and maybe in the next video I'll be building myself a brand new office computer because, in fairness, we've got the cash. We're doing all right. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, hit that like, subscribe and notification button below for all other updates, and I'll be back here with a brand new video, live stream, or whatever else I do on the channel. Until then, thank you very much for kicking butt. I'll see you all later on. Say peace out, have fun, enjoy everything you guys do. Boom. Fist bump to you.